Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope you are doing great. So my name is Flower and today I'm gonna be doing your reading requests. So first I'm gonna start with Freen and Becky, I think. So I'm gonna be doing a reading on their connection. So let's get started. First, I'm gonna ask about their connection throughout the years. So, from past basically until present. Now. Okay guys, this energy actually is very interesting because what I'm seeing here is that I just did this energy readings from the past until the present. Okay, this is the energy that comes out for the present. It's this 12 cups energy, which is basically one of the best cards that you can get in tarot. But also for the past, what's interesting is that I do see that throughout their connection, throughout the years, their connection wasn't that close. In fact, I do see that, especially at first, they had just so much tension. Especially in the past, maybe they couldn't get along at all in the past, and one of them actually looked a little behaved very cold, in a cold way with the other one. And I just see that overall they weren't very honest in the past with one another. And I just see that in the past they had this tendency to kind of show off, oh, I'm better than you, I'm better than you in this, I'm better than you in that. It's kind of funny. But I do see that they learn to kind of guide one another. They realize that, okay, these are the things that I'm good at and these are the things that you're good at, and we can complement one another and we can help one another and we can help and with our knowledge we can help each other to heal. Okay, so I do see that over the years they learn to help one another, they learn to kind of guide one another. And throughout the years, and there were also so many times where they weren't very sure about this connection, whether it's gonna work out. And yeah, but I just see that over the years they very much learn to respect one another. They actually became so let's say right now they have very deep understanding of one another. They have a very intense understanding of one another. They can help each other out in literally anything. They can guide each other in anything. They're always almost there for one another. So they're always pouring in each other's cups and motivating each other, giving each other energy. Yeah, very positive, guys. Okay, right now I'm gonna ask about their energy right now. So July 2025, right? Yeah. Ace of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Anything else? Okay guys, so what I'm gonna say about their connection right now is that okay, so I just said both of them are very busy right now. Okay, so it's like their maybe like work and so on is kind of pushing them toward different directions and so on. Even though they kind of, I do see that they try to be like really get close to one another, or like for example have more time for one another. Is that I just do see that right now that's not going to happen because they're like literally trying to like balance things out. But I just see that like both of them, what's really interesting is that they are so similar to one another, and this is something that makes them argue a lot. Like I just see that like both of them argue a lot in this connection. But I just say like both of them don't really take grudges, because like I just see that both of them value each other's input a lot. With this Ace of Swords, I just see that they are over, like the reason that they argue a lot is because they are very honest. Okay, they are very honest with one another. So like if something isn't going well, they're gonna be like this. They're not gonna try to like, for example, sugarcoat things and so on. Okay, so and that's like makes them kind of like argue a lot when they are around one another. But it's also because they are so similar with this King of Wands and Knight of Wands energy. I just see that like one of them is actually like more like extroverted than the other one. Like one of them is way more let's say all over the place. But I just see that like they value each other's opinions a lot. So they try to ask, oh, how do you think about this? How do you think about that? How do you think about this? And for example, they are very honest. Like they just say things without sugarcoating. And yeah, this kind of energy that comes out for them. I just see that like one of them is very like is a little more controlling than the other one, and one of them is kind of like it's like they're a little too extroverted. Okay, so this other person is trying to like sometimes control this other like person. But I just said like they are so similar in so many aspects, and yeah, like they also tend to give each other space in this connection. But let me also ask about what's coming up for their second half of 2025. Yeah, we got the Ace of Wands. Yeah. Hanged Man. Anything else? Ace of Swords. Okay, so one of them comes out here as the Queen of Swords. Okay, I'm just gonna put this here. Okay. Okay. Guys, what I'm gonna say here is that this connection is very necessary for both of them in so many aspects. It's because, first of all, when they are around each other, they are kind of able to bring out that kind of creativity, okay? Bring out that, I just see that like one of them is very, doesn't really talk that much. Like they don't really explore their values and so on. So the other person with this like King of Wands energy, they might have like dominant fire energy. But like they also came out because they're also the more like the leader in this connection, the one that controls things mostly. I do see like in the future, okay, and overall I do see that this is like how they interact a lot of times with one another. They bring out that emotion, they bring out that creativity, they bring out that honesty, okay. So for example, this other person gets to have their opinion, gets to have say in certain things, and gets to have like this is a connection where both of them feel like their opinions are valued. They're like, because they respect each other a lot, they have like a give and take connection. There's like this balance in this connection. If one of them helps the other out, the other is gonna help them as well. And yeah, I just see that there's just so much like care in this connection. There's so much like there's like actual like care. There's actual care with patience, with with attention is what I'm seeing here. This is like a very beautiful connection, guys. With this Ace of Cups, I get to see that they are going to express themselves a lot in the future. In the next 6 months, they get to like express themselves, express their creativity, express their emotions to each other a lot. So this connection is gonna make both of them way more confident, is what I'm seeing here. But they also give each other space. So I do see that one of them is going to be more resting and kind of more in their own space. But yeah, I just see that this connection is going to make both of them very much like improve in their career, because they are kind of able to open doors for one another. So yeah, guys, this is what we got for this connection. So now I'm gonna ask about how they feel toward one another. Anything else? Okay. How does Freen feels about Becky? Okay. Okay, guys. So from these cards, I can say that the controlling person, the person that is more controlling in this connection, is Freen. Okay, so Becky, this is how Becky feels about Freen, and this is how Freen feels about Becky right now. Okay, so Becky kind of feels that Freen might be like, I just feel that sometimes this connection might get a little obsessive from Becky's side, because Becky sometimes feels like, with this though, she might feel like, okay, sometimes Becky sometimes feels like Freen is too controlling, okay? But also sometimes Becky feels like she's kind of, it's this sort of like obsessive kind of feeling when it comes to this connection from Becky's side, okay? Yeah, I do see that sometimes, like, she really feels a bit overally, okay? She feels like Freen is a very wise person. This high priestess, she is insanely wise. She has so much wisdom to give, so much knowledge to give her. And with the Six of Wands, I do see that she's really proud of her, basically. She feels like, wow, you're just like so above everyone else. You're just so beautiful. You're just like a queen, basically. So she's really proud of her. And also with this 10 of Pentacles, she feels like she's in her own community, basically. She can work with her really well. And with this Ace of Wands, I just see that, like with this Emperor, she might sometimes feel like, okay, she's a little like controlling and so on. But also she feels like Freen is very protective over her in a way. And also with this Ace of Wands, I do see that she feels like she is very, like, she feels like Freen is very creative, so she can also bring creativity in her as well. From Freen's side, how Freen feels about Becky. We got the Two of Cups, so she basically feels like they have this like deep connection. They have this like deep understanding of one another. She also feels like Becky is a very great listener. She feels like she can talk to her. She's a very great listener. She is really aware of her emotions. She can feel like basically she can talk to her for hours and she's gonna be listening to her in a very patient way. And yeah, I just said that this Nine of Cups, Becky for her is the dream fulfillment. It's a very positive card because you usually like look very highly of a person. You feel like, wow, you're just like a dream. You're like a dream fulfillment. You are like, you have all this like good traits. You like, whenever I'm around you I can have fun with you and so on. And with the Seven of Cups, like Seven of Cups is usually about fantasy, so I just that usually Freen tends to look at this connection and see different sides, how it can go in the future constantly. Like, I just said that she is more worried about, for example, okay, what's gonna happen to this connection in the future? How is it going to go? Is it going to go in this direction or another direction? And yeah, like she thinks about this connection a lot. So yeah guys, this is what we got for this connection. It was a very positive reading. I really enjoyed this reading. And so yeah guys, if you like this, please subscribe to my channel and I see you in the next video. So bye.